Oh, fish on. Ooh. Ooh, this is a nice one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my God, this is big. Look at this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey everyone, Matt with Hook and Reel Adventures here, and today I'm going to be doing some creek fishing in a place that I briefly explored in my last video. So I was doing some river fishing and I found this place on accident. I noticed the opening of a creek and I wandered in here briefly and took some casts and I caught a bass. And I didn't do any more exploring beyond that because I was mostly fishing in the river that day. But in today's video, I'm going to explore this creek and really hit it hard and see if I can catch some bass. I'm going to try to find some more holes, some deeper water, and see if I can catch anything. I'm not using any live minnows. I'm actually using the Nikko Hellgrammite. It's an awesome lure. I've used this lure many times in the past and caught a lot of bass on it. So I will go ahead and get started fishing. And then while I'm fishing, I'll show you how I fish the Hellgrammite, kind of like, the technique, how to fish with it, and kind of what I look for when I'm fishing in creeks. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so today I'm going to be doing some creek fishing with the Nikko Hellgrammite. This is an awesome lure. I've caught a lot of bass using this. This whole video is just going to be creek exploration and fishing with the Nikko Hellgrammite. So hopefully we can hook into some smallmouth and find some new awesome fishing spots. I walked quite a ways upstream and you can see on this creek bend here, the current comes along and then it kind of slows down into this little pool here with deeper water, not a lot of current. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the Hellgrammite right along the edge of the current and just kind of work it along. You would think if there's going to be any fish in this creek, in this section of the creek, they're going to be more likely to be in this area here because the water's definitely a lot deeper here than in the other parts I walked through. Felt like maybe I had a bite, but I'm not positive. I kind of thought I felt a tap, but it could have been a creek chub or a smaller fish. Ooh, oh, got something. It's a smallmouth. It's a smallmouth, a little guy. Little baby smallmouth. I knew there was going to be fish in here because the water drops off. I'll take a couple more casts and let him go. I'll throw it right on the edge of the current again. And I'll throw it right over there. Oh, it's another smallmouth. Ooh, this is a decent sized one here. Yeah, that's a nice one. Definitely found where the fish are, finally. Yeah, they love this lure. I've caught a lot of smallmouth on this. Yeah, better view of them. Beautiful fish. All right. So we'll go ahead and get him back into the water, and hopefully we can catch some more. It's really usually all it takes is a little exploring, and you find these places like this that hold some fish. Even these, you see how small this creek is, and there's still fish in here. That's bass number 2 on the Nikko Hellgrammite. And I'm using the natural color for the Hellgrammite. I also have a pack of the obsidian black ones. I'll throw it right over there. Let that sink to the bottom. You know, a lot of times, like, you lift the rod, and as soon as it starts to fall again, a fish will grab it. They love grabbing it on the fall. I'm going to cast it over there. You can feel tap, tap, tap hitting the bottom. Whoa, whoa. Well, it's another smallmouth. Awesome. I'm using 6-pound test monofilament on a medium light 7-foot rod. You know, I'm very happy that I decided to explore this creek more. It's really paying off. That's 3 bass on the Nikko Hellgrammite. Another smallie. Have them glistening in the sun. Yeah, they are beautiful fish. We'll go ahead and let him go. That's what I love about doing exploring. You know, you find some new places to go fishing, and you find places where, you know, other people don't go fishing. But the way that I hook this is I'm using a one of the Z-Man jigs, the Ned Rig jigs, and then I hook it through the head and then just feed it through, and then right about in the center of the body, and just make sure that it's straight, you know, that not too much of the hook is sticking out. Just like that is fine. And yeah, I definitely recommend the Nikko Hellgrammite if you've never used one before and you like doing bass fishing. And I've been told that trout will eat these too, and largemouth will eat them. I'm sure, you know, northern pike, other types of fish will grab it. I'll go ahead and I'll throw it right back on the edge of that current again, let that sink. I'm just letting it drift, and then I'm just gradually retrieving it across that pool. Lifting it, letting it sink. Sometimes when you're pulling it up off the bottom, you can feel the fish nibbling at it. And you can see how small of a little space here I'm fishing in, and it's full of bass. You'd be surprised what's in some of these little creeks. There's usually a lot of fish in them. Oh, it's another smallmouth. What is it? Yeah, it's another smallie. Ooh, this one's really putting up a fight. Awesome. That's a nice one. little creek smallie. Practically swallowed that Hellgrammite. Smallmouth number 4. That's why I love creek fishing. You just never know what you're going to find. You find these awesome places where there's a bunch of smallmouth and nobody else fishes here. So we'll go ahead and let them go over here. Oh, there he goes. And I'm gonna check that area out upstream too, because there looks like a really nice little pool there that could be full of bass. All right, so I'm just a little upstream from where I caught those 4 bass, and you can see this looks really nice here. I mean, look at the water, it's crystal clear. Just really, really beautiful creek. I like this place. And this looks like for sure there's going to be some smallmouth here, because there's a really nice drop off here. I'm going to cast it downstream a little bit and then back towards me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I just had a bite. There's definitely a fish down there. Something grabbed it right when I was about to pull it out of the water. And that looks really interesting in there. I don't want to, oh, fish, oh, I had him on, he got off. It was definitely a bass, or I mean, it was a fish. All right, see if he comes back. Definitely something back there. Oh, fish on. Oh, it got off. It got off. That sucks. It was a smallmouth. Try to get it again. Or another one, a bigger one, because that one wasn't very big. I'm gonna throw it right over there and reel it right towards me like I did before. Ooh. Whoa. That's a smallmouth. You didn't get away that time. Well, the other one was a lot smaller. So I saw the body. That's bass number 5 on the Nikko Hellgrammite. Bass are really aggressive right now. Not a big one, but still a lot of fun to catch, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm happy I decided to come to this spot because I found another good place to go fishing. So go ahead and let them go. This is just a beautiful creek too. I mean, there's some really nice scenic spots in here. I'll get some footage of it. Got another one. It's a little guy. That's number 6. Surprised he could fit that in his mouth. But you see, you can catch all different size bass on this thing. You probably catch panfish on that too. That one's got some cool patterns on it. I mean, you can see like kind of like the more of a pattern right there on the face, like the stripes and stuff. It's cool. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, there he goes. And the thing I like about these Hellgrammites, the Nikko Hellgrammites, is they're really durable. They last for a long time. Like, you can catch multiple fish on these before they start to fall apart. The rubber is like, you can see it's like super stretchable. You know, the legs don't break off like some of the other brands. Like, I think Yum sells one, the Yum brand. There's a bunch of them, but they don't all use that same, whatever type of plastic that is. It's just a lot more durable. And you pay a little bit more, but you get what you pay for. The lure lasts longer. I mean, I used this same lure last summer multiple times for bass, and I'm using it today, and looks like it's still brand new. I'm gonna explore further upstream, see if we can find some more of these little pools. They could be holding some more fish, maybe some bigger smallmouth. So I've been walking upstream quite a ways, and I just came upon this spot, which looks really interesting, and I actually just saw 2 smallmouth cruising along the edge of that drop-off. So I'm definitely going to take a few casts here, because the water is quite deep in the center of that. You can see the water is real shallow there, and then it kind of dips down right there into a big bowl. So hopefully we'll catch something here. And plus there's tons of structure. You can see all those logs and stuff over there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast it right over there and then let it sink. Oh, fish on. Ooh. Ooh, this is a nice one. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my God, this is a big bass. This is a big bass, guys. This is a big bass. Wow, wow. Oh my God, this is big. Look at this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Check that out. That is a nice bass. That's a really nice bass. Man, he pounded that Hellgrammite. Awesome catch. Awesome catch. I'm gonna measure this one too, because I got my tape measure with me. Right on the Nikko Hellgrammite. Yeah, I'm definitely coming back to this spot. There's some awesome bass fishing in this spot here. And I mean, this is a little creek. I mean, you can see the width of this place is it's not a big place at all, not a large body of water, but here's what's living in there. That's a nice sized bass. I'm gonna go ahead and measure this. I'm guessing that's probably at least 15 or 16 inches long, I would think. That's a really nice one. Well, unfortunately, my retractable tape measure broke. It went all the way into the inside of it, and there's no way for me to pull it out, but that's okay. That is still a really nice smallmouth. I'm happy with that. Happy I landed it, because it was headed for those logs over there, and I thought it was gonna take me under those logs and then I was gonna lose them, but man, I'm so glad that I decided to walk upstream. That is an awesome catch there. I'm so happy with that. So let's go ahead and get the release. Here he goes. He's okay. He's swimming away. See him right there? He's all right. He's good. Awesome. All right, so I am going to cast right back into that same spot. See if there's another one down there of that size. Man, that was a lot of fun. And this is an awesome lure. I highly recommend if you've never used a Hellgrammite before. You don't have to use the one from Nikko. I mean, there's other brands, but I like this one because it's just more durable. It's, you know, you can see all those bass I caught this on, you know, that big one. I mean, it's not even torn up. If they just last a lot longer, they're more durable, and they're very effective. I mean, I always catch, when I go to places that have bass, I always catch something with this lure, as long as they're in feeding mode. But I think it's honestly a staple for a tackle box to have this. I think it's awesome lure. Hopefully there's another one. Oh, fish on. And another smallmouth. Not as big as the other one, but still a bass. Why not? I will definitely be coming back to this creek, and I don't know how much further upstream I'm going to wander. I've gone quite a ways, but I'll probably do another video here. Let him go. So one thing when you're fishing with lures, well, with this lure, really any lure, is always make sure that it's clean. It doesn't have grass or weeds on it, otherwise you're not going to catch anything. Because here it's really shady and quite deep, and there's logs and stuff in the water, branches hanging over, so the fish have plenty of cover here. Whoa, I just had a bite. I definitely just had a bite. Something grabbed it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something grabbed it again and then let go. So there's fish here, so I'm gonna cast it out there again. Hopefully he comes back. Oh, got it. Other smallmouth. That was probably the same one. And I'm sure there's some big ones in there because that water looks deep. I mean, it really, I'm on a curve of the creek here, and it drops off quite a bit. Oh, there he is. Another one on the Hellgrammite. And I think that 1/16 ounce jig works perfectly in here too. I think anything heavier would just sink too fast, and you wouldn't get the same effect with the fall. You know, you really want the lure to drop at just the right speed. You don't want it to drop too quickly. Well, that's going to do it for today's video, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I had an awesome day of creek fishing here. You can see all those bass I caught using the Nikko Hellgrammite, and that big bass I caught, I was totally surprised I caught a bass that big in this little creek. I was not expecting that at all. That was awesome, and it was a lot of fun to reel that in. That thing put up one hell of a fight. And I'm definitely going to be coming back to this spot again. I will probably come back with the Nikko Hellgrammite. I like trying different baits, but I'm definitely going to do another video here for sure. And this is exactly the reason why I like doing creek fishing and exploring, because you know, you find these places like this that hold a lot of fish, and a lot of people drive by or they see these creeks and they think, there's nothing in there, it's too shallow. But the fish are in these holes. You can find creeks that have these deep holes like this, and they have smallmouth in them. You're going to catch something. You'd be surprised, like you see the one that I caught, how big some of the bass can be in these little creeks. So if you liked the video, definitely drop me a like. If you want to see more creek fishing videos in the future, I'm going to be uploading more, so definitely subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks again.